Hey everybody. Okay, today is some serious talking. I don't know. My lighting is totally different in here. I am just busting. I have so many things I want to talk to y'all about. When I'm in the shower, as we all know, that's when our snow globe settles, okay? And a lot of things start coming to mind. I'm going to try not to look at your posts. I'm very, very serious today. I may even cry. 10 months ago, 10 months ago, I was online, and many of you may remember this. I said, hey guys, I am so tired of my makeup. I'm tired of my skincare. I'm ready for a change. I actually started my makeup today and couldn't even finish it because I had to get on here. 10 months ago, Sunday is actually my 1 month anniversary, my 10-month anniversary with LimeLight. But 10 months ago today, I was doing my research. I posted and I was just asking everyone's opinion. What do you use? What is your skincare? What is your cosmetic? I'm ready for a change, ready for a change. And I even said, this may or may not even be a job. I might turn this into a career, a part-time career, something fun. I gave everybody a chance, had tons of comments, started my research. I won't call names, but I researched 4 or 5 different companies. In the midst of doing that, LimeLight pops up. I'd never heard of this company. I knew nothing about this company. But I did a lot of research, and I was very impressed with everything that I read. My husband was traveling a lot at the time. I was working out a lot at the time. The very first night, I was up past midnight, woke up, went to the gym. I would get home 10:30ish, 11 o'clock, shower. By noon, I was doing my research. I did research literally from noon until midnight for 4 days. I was so impressed by everything that I read. Every review, every comment, everything that I read. I had to know more about this company. I had to know more about this company. So, January 20th, I dove in. I said, it just feels right. I had prayed about this. I said, God, you're going to have to show me a reason not to do this because I'm so impressed. I've got to try these products. And if it's your plan, I will just fall in love and it'll be a part-time job. Okay? So I did it. I waited. Because at the time I didn't realize it, but hundreds of other ladies were also doing research and joining at the same time. Now you can get your kit in about 5 days. It took me about 3 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. But I was excited. I popped it open. Everything that I used, I was just blown away. I was like, wow, oh my goodness. Holy moly. I just could not believe at every single thing that I tried was truly phenomenal. I was like, oh my goodness. And I knew immediately that I couldn't keep this to myself. I had to share these products with everybody. And that's why I do it. Because there's nothing average about this company. There's nothing average about the skincare, about the cosmetics. Nothing is average about these ladies. With the founder, with the co-founder. These are not average people, I'm telling you. These are top-notch, professional, beautiful, amazing women and a few men. I'm trying my best not to cry. I told you I was busting at the seams today. I just started sharing with everybody because I knew that's what I had to do. And the beautiful thing about it is people are watching me, and I didn't even realize it. I didn't know. I didn't even really care. I was going to keep sharing the love for these products because I 100% believe in them and this company. And I'll tell you one of the cutest stories. A girlfriend that I haven't seen since high school. You know, we were more of acquaintances in high school, and we're Facebook friends, and we chat here and there. But she saw me in town, and she called for me. And I went over, and I was like, hey, how are you doing? She said, okay, I give. I'm ready for LimeLight. What do I do? But she said, I have stalked your page back to 2013. And then I look at you now. You look 15 years younger, whoop, whoop, which I love hearing that. And she said, no offense, please don't take it ugly, but you have really stepped up your makeup game. And of course, I don't have it all on today because I was busted. I had to get on here. She said, you have seriously stepped up your makeup game. That is some major, those cosmetics just have to be incredible. I said, you know, exceptional is the word. Exceptional is the word. The cosmetics are mind-blowing. And that's not the first time I've heard that story. I've had several friends say, okay, I'm ready. Where do I start? What do I do? And I know I live in this little small town. All of you know me. You've known me forever. I'm a banker. I was a banker. I hung up those shoes, thank goodness. 25-ish, 26 years of a banker. Y'all know me. I handled your money. You trusted me with your money. You trusted me with your investments, with your CDs, with your loans. You trusted me when I helped you balance your checkbook. You trusted me when I told you this was the very best rate, and later on you thanked me for that best rate. You trusted me. Banking is even more of a big deal to a lot of people than their skin and their makeup. I'm not begging by any means. I don't have to beg. I just want you to trust me and to just try the products. That's all I'm asking. I just want you to see and feel the difference. Just a little bitty snippet of something that I don't know if I've ever even really shared. I was in my life before Bruce was not a beautiful life. I was told many times that I was no good, and I was fat, and I was disgusting, and I was ugly. Poor Bruce. It took Bruce a long time to help me with that. But even then, Bruce still didn't quite get me out of that slump. These women and these products and this company has made me feel better about myself. I can look at myself now any time of day and go, whew, you're looking good today. I love myself. For the first time that I can even remember, I love me. And it's because of this company. It's these beautiful women reminding me of that. It's these amazing products making me feel better about myself. I look younger. My makeup, like I said, it's exceptional. I have a totally different makeup game than I have ever had. But I don't want to go over that anymore. That's enough of that. Whether you are looking at this as an opportunity or as just new skincare and new cosmetics, I don't pressure anybody. You can ask any of my clients. I just want to share it with you. That's all I want to do. I've done the research, and that's what I really love is so many of my clients say, I don't have to do the research. I know you've already done it. That makes me so happy. But all of my customers are repeat customers. I love that. They love that. And I know there were other things I wanted to say, and now I've kind of lost it. But if you have any questions about the company, about the opportunity, about the skincare, about the makeup, about the other beauty guides, about me, what did I find out about the company? There is nothing bad about this company. I have found nothing. I did the research. A few of my beauty guides that have joined me out of state and locally did some research. If they didn't know me so well and know that I did the background check and all the research, they've done it and they're blown away. They were like, oh my goodness, I have checked this company out. There is nothing else out there like this. There's nothing else out there like this. There's a photo that the CEO has that says, we are not a direct sales company that decided to go into makeup, okay? We are new to direct sales. We did not jump into we were not a direct sales company and then said, oh, let's start a makeup and skincare line. We did not do that. We are 65 years of beauty expertise. Experts at beauty. Family owned. 2 different families have owned it, but it's always been family owned. 65 years in the beauty industry. These cosmetics have been used by professional makeup artists, okay? On celebrities, models, runway models. Makeup artists were the only people who had access to these cosmetics, okay? Our foundation has been made in the USA and is the number one professional foundation for over 50 years. You won't find anything better. Now, I will tell you this, and I'm honest, okay? It took me 4 tries to like our foundation because there's a learning curve to it. It's so good, so exceptional, that you don't get it the first time. It took practice. There's a learning curve, and I tell all of my clients that. If you try it once, don't give up. If you try it twice, don't give up. Contact me, and I will assist you. It took me the 5th try. 4 tries, I did not like the foundation. On the 5th try, I got it. Total perfection. Total perfection. Every bit of it. Just when I thought mascara was mascara, I was blown away. Holy moly, wow. I've just never tried anything like it. I don't have it on right now because, again, I was all over it. I had to get on here. I was busting at the seams. But again, for the first time ever, now, our cosmetics are available to the general public. We launched last February. Oh, let me back up. I'm going to tell you another really quick story. I don't know if you saw it. I posted back in October because it was breast cancer awareness. And it was the backstory of our skincare. Our CEO's friend, a friend of the family, was diagnosed with breast cancer. And she asked Michelle, she said, I know you're going to be launching your makeup, and I know that you've mentioned a skincare line. Please, Michelle, you've got to share with these women how important it is to know what is in that skincare. Will you please, Michelle, will you develop a skincare that is clean, healthy, natural, with no harsh chemicals? Make it affordable and so that women will see results. Okay? She hired a chemist 4 years ago, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I think it was right at 4 years ago. She hired a chemist to start developing a skincare line. I think she let her neighbors try it. I think the neighbors were kind of the guinea pigs. They loved it. They fell in love with it. That was added to the professional cosmetics that have been used for over 50 years by pro makeup artists and launched last February of 2015. In August of this year, August of 2015, their sales were at, I believe it was 100,000. Okay? This August, 1 year later, 1 year in the direct sales industry, LimeLight by Alcone sold in the month of August over $1 million in product. Yes, 1 million. I'm not good at math, but that is a 900% growth. 900% in 1 year this company has done that. 1 year. My question is, what are you waiting on? That's all I got to ask. And I don't mean that ugly. That's why I did not put all this in a post. I don't mean it ugly at all. I'm being very sincere. What are you waiting on? What are you afraid of? You're going to go and buy skincare somewhere, even if it's a bar of soap, right? You're going to wash your face. I know all you ladies wear mascara. You all do. Most of you are wearing lipstick. Even if you don't wear a foundation, you're still washing your face. I'm just asking that you think of me. Just think of me. That's all I ask. And free consultation, free makeover, free samples. That's what it's all about. I just want to share it with you. I don't pressure or push anybody. That's not me. I love these products. I believe in them, and I just want to share them. That's all. Now, in the event you have questions about the opportunity, once again, I would love to talk with you about that. I don't like to toot my own horn, and I can't do this by myself. It's all about my teammates. I have 22 girls on my team right now. I love them. They're all precious. Some are working a little harder than others. Some have gotten busy and just haven't had the time or whatever. In August, or I know 2 or 3 of those girls have hit over $5,000 in sales. They all joined in February and March or later. As of August, I hit $25,000 in sales since January. That doesn't happen unless women are loving it. You know, they're loving it. They're buying it. They're loving it. They're wanting more. I'm almost to 30,000 now. It does not take a salesperson. All it takes is you trying the product, loving the product, and sharing the product. Because when people try it, once they see it, smell it, touch it, use it, they want it. It's that phenomenal. It is that incredibly fabulous. I had a lady that I met at an event the other day, and she tried several of the products at my booth. And I was telling her about the One Drop Wonder and how it was a booster and it helped to stimulate the skin cell growth, and it helped to penetrate the other products deeper into our skin. And, bottom line, it was phenomenal for anything that itched. Well, she reached down and pulls up her pant leg and has this big area on her ankle. And she rubs it on there. And I said, "Oh, does that itch?" And she said, "Yes, I've tried everything under the sun. I spent hundreds of dollars trying to make it go away and stop itching." This was on Sunday. She contacted me Monday. She said, I've got to have that stuff. I was not itching by the time I got back to my booth and got settled in and realized I was no longer itching. I've got to have that One Drop Wonder. She said, you don't understand what all I've tried. And we talked for a really long time. She ended up placing an order for everything that she tried at my table that day. I sent her a message Sunday, told her that I saw that her package was delivered on Saturday. I knew she was out of town. She said, I can't wait to get home and get it. I'm so excited. So she contacts me yesterday and says, are you going to have some product at your booth this weekend? Because I'm having another event. Heather and I are going to be at an event this weekend. And I said, yeah, I'll have a few products. Just, shoot me a text and let me know what you need. And she messages me back and says, I've got a list with a bunch of little laughy emojis. And that's just the way it is. When these ladies are trying 2 or 3 products, they're literally starting a list for what else they want. But I love sharing the stories because, I know they're coming from me, and I would rather you hear them from my client, but not everyone is comfortable with sharing their testimonies. Not everyone is. But I love sharing them, and I have no reason to do anything but tell you the truth. Because that's just who I am. I have no reason to lie. I am just sharing what I love, and I am building a business out of this. I thought it was going to be for fun, but it's not. I just earned a Mexico trip. LimeLight has an annual trip. This will be our second one, and I've earned that trip for myself. I am, I think, 2 points away from Bruce going with me, free of charge. I said, you can go anyway, babe. But that's, it's like any other company. You can earn trips at the bank. All companies are always giving away trips. This is a business. And if you're ready to start your small business, let me know. I would love to help you. I know there's still several other things I want to tell you. I can't even think of all of them because I can see a few comments and I'm trying not to look because I don't want to get distracted and talk off topic. But if you don't want to believe what I've said, do your research and then come back and let me know what you find out. How about that? I just happen to know that when I first started looking at LimeLight in January, that there were only 2 pages. When I searched Google, there was only 2, maybe 3. 3, I think, of stuff about them. And I read every bit of it. Go search LimeLight by Alcone today and see what happens. Lots of pages. All positive. 100% beautiful and positive. Just wanted to share that today. My snow globe settled a little bit. Had it on my heart. Had it on my mind. And it's a beautiful place to be, ladies. It's a beautiful place to be. I would love to help you, whether it's with acne, wrinkles, hormonal acne. I'm nervous. I'm sitting here flipping my brush. Or whether it's to ramp up that makeup game. I'm glad to help you with it. If you're ready to start that business, I'm ready to help you grow, learn, build, and in addition to me, you have the whole entire team, the whole entire dream team, the winning team, the big team, the biggest team. All the ladies are incredible. I know I've met so many of these women, but why not join us? Why not? I think I posted a post earlier today or yesterday. Okay, so what if you do it? What if you fail? But what if? What if you take off flying, soaring, spreading the LimeLight love? That's what it's all about, ladies. I'm telling you. There is nothing like it. I promise. Promise. Pinky promise. whatever. How can I not share these products? I couldn't keep them to myself. That would be way, way wrong. I couldn't do it. I was bubbling. And today, it just hit me again. I've got to share this. I can't keep this to myself. I just can't do it. I'd love to have you as a client. Would love to have you as a teammate. I'm here for you. Thanks for watching. Sorry for all the ums. Sorry for crying a little bit. But I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Bye.